Been a few more hours since I last did a bit of videoing, so I've carried on putting the gussets on the corners, all the places where they're needed. Then I've gone along, as I said earlier on, I've made up some stiles or some supports that go from the middle section to the back. A better idea how they're spaced out. So there's the edge of the booth, and there's a support here to hold long objects such as my long panels that go down the side of the car. And there's another one over here as well. Gives me a reasonable standing position in the middle to turn around and spray both of those and get around both sides of them as well if I've got the panels hanging there. And I've done the same here. I've joined some objects together to create, that's the outside of the actual booth, and this is where I'll be able to hang items there. So I can't imagine I'm going to be hanging more than that up in one go. Obviously, as I do colour changes, it clears the roof of the actual door quite nicely by about 5 inches. I'm going to go trying to put the cover on in a minute, the plastic cover which is hanging around the side here. So I'm going to try and put that on. Obviously these top pieces will provide additional support for that as well. I'm expecting an amount of droop, so I might have to see if I need to put some little bits of wood up there just to try and stop any drooping. So I'm going to go trying to drape it over the framework this afternoon. It's nearly 3:10 now, so time's getting on. I've got to make a move somewhere. In about half an hour, so I'm going to quickly chuck this over and see how it looks from the inside. Okay, I've just quickly chucked the plastic sheeting that I got from a local DIY shop over the framework. And as I suspect, it won't go all the way over from the floor over the top and down to the floor again. So I knew I was going to have to join it. So I'll probably end up joining it on the side here, closest to my workshop, where I'm going to have to put a door in anyway. So, yes, it's just chucked it over, tried to square it up as best as possible, tucked it under the bottom frames. Getting quite a bit of light coming through from the LED lights in my garage. So hopefully I won't have to put too much additional lighting inside the booth. Obviously, have to be careful what sort of lighting I do put in. It's not going to be explosive proof with the spraying that I'm doing. So that'll give you the idea sort of what distance I've got between the chassis at the moment and the wall's probably around about, well, let's have a little measure. Well, the wall's still moving at the moment, but approximately about 19 inches gap between the wall and the chassis is sitting at the moment, so enough room for me to crouch down just to do some low level spraying. Obviously this is the biggest bit of kit, so the other stuff I can put in accordingly as well. Hopefully I can control the temperature in here, make it just about right drying temperature for the paint, as opposed to obviously going outside now where it's been raining and damp all day. So hopefully I've got quite a bit of time to spend in here just finishing it off. Going to have to tuck the plastic, roll it up, tape it up to the edges, and then make sure no air can get around the outside as well. So I said before, the intention is to try and put an extraction enclosure here, or actually throw the inlet in here for a convoluted hose outside, sucking in fresh air, maybe with a filter on possibly. And then over here, what I want to do is put some of these box fans in, which is a 12-inch fan just to suck the air out of the booth. Obviously the natural air coming in plus the compressed air I'm going to be putting in there as well, just to get some airflow going through. This way I can control the amount of dust that's actually in here as well, to try and keep the paint booths nice and clean and hopefully end up with a reasonable paint job.